So hey, it's me. Um, Videos aren't easy for me. I going live isn't easy for me. Um, it just takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage to just be like a regular person, but not regular at the same time. Like pretty average regular person, but not. So this is TT. This is my twin flame channel. I'm going to just do another twin flame because I want to talk about my twin flame more and my twin flame journey. I also have a vlog, but I'll post on that maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow or sometime this week. So I want to talk about my twin flame journey because it's not easy at all. I mean, a lot of people won't even touch your twin flames because it's so crazy, triggery, um, out of the norm, divine relationship. I mean, it is so divine. It has such a divine purpose, and it's not easy because it really triggers all of your insecurities. It really triggers all of your inner child trauma, abandonment, rejection. It's really the greatest tool you could ever have in human form to evolve, to heal, to ascend into your highest self. So I don't know why my my phone is like so up close to me right now. But anyway, this is a new top I got. I had to make it a little more because it was a little too open. But anyway, and I lost my tooth, and so I glued in rhinestones. Um, but that's another spiritual thing. So I'll just talk about that real quick. This is a spiritual thing. Me losing my tooth. My mom and I were both SA'd by the patriarch of my family. The same person, me and my mom. Of course, 30 years apart. And my mom had the same tooth. My tooth as an adult looked the same as my mom's same tooth in her adulthood. It was like a little bit crooked and it just had a weird like decay in it. But she actually got a plate, where she could take that tooth out. You can't make this stuff up. And a couple of days ago, my tooth came out. It sort of was disintegrating. It started to lose the enamel. I woke up and the enamel's chipping off of it. And 2 days later, it's loose. And the next day, it's out. It's pain free. I went through all of the pain of it over the past 2 years. It would just hurt for like a month so bad that I thought I was going to die. But anyway, so it's gone. So to me, it's really ugly. And my mom was really freaky about teeth. That was like a generational thing. The shame of bad teeth, crooked teeth, right? It was a big deal to my mom to have white, even teeth. It was really a big deal to her. So it was like, and I noticed, with my kids and stuff, that having crooked teeth or weird teeth, they felt ugly. And of course, I had braces, and my teeth have always been, until I lost this tooth. So I felt totally unlovable. I felt totally ugly. I was totally ashamed, and I didn't want to ever. And I don't have money to go replace my tooth. That's like $2,000 or something. I don't have that money. So luckily it doesn't hurt, but it took me a while. So I glued rhinestones to the space that was my tooth. Um, so I don't know if I'll ever get this fixed, honestly. So it's different talking. Like and okay, if I was in my 20s, that would be one thing. But I'm 57. If I was rich, that would be another thing, right? Because when you're rich, you can do wild things and get away with it because kind of like your security is in money. You got plenty of money. So, you know what I mean? You can get phased out. You can do whatever. And you still feel loved. You still feel special. You still feel important, you know? So when you're young, you still feel amazing because you're young. When you're rich, you still feel amazing because you're rich. But I'm not rich at all. I'm a struggling single mom, very struggling. A worse, like very borderline, like poverty level. And I'm 57. So you know, it just, I had to face all of this and I have to face that all the time. And I know this is about my twin flame, but my twin flame journey, but so it's kind of going into me a lot. But your twin flame journey is all about you. It really is about facing your family generation curses, you know, your bloodline, the stuff, um, trauma, and the stuff that was passed down, shame, fears, um, and the sin. I mean, I'm not religious, but I'm as spiritual. As a spiritual person, you have to recognize that you definitely get passed down generational curses, um, you know, the darkness in your bloodline. And it's your honor to heal that. And as a twin flame, that is healing is your number one purpose, is to be the highest version of you. So this was spiritual. Losing this tooth made me overcome shame, unlovability, you know, all that stuff. And it's given me the courage because you have to face, right? I could stay away. I could stay off social media. I could stop videoing. I could stop, you know, being on my channel and hide because I'm missing a tooth. And what will the world think? They're going to make fun of me. They're going to laugh at me. They're going to think I'm ugly now. Um, but I'm not. It takes courage. It takes courage to overcome your fears and insecurities and shame and to speak your truth. So I'm definitely more courageous than I was a week ago. And definitely some things have happened. Everything what I'm seeing, and I've known, I was told this by source before, but I'm really seeing it, that nothing is an accident. Nothing that happens, everything has purpose and is deliberate. Anything that happens in your life, it's not like religious people used to say it has to go through the hand of God or whatever to get to you. And I definitely know that. So here I am, my twin flame. Um, so my last video, I was saying how he treats me, you know, like I don't really want to focus on him, but so, he asked me recently, why don't I date? That was really heartbreaking because I don't know, I was raised differently. I was raised not to have multiple guys. I've never really dated multiple guys at one time. I dated one guy at a time. The couple of times that I was involved with more than one guy at a time, it didn't feel good at all. I felt really ashamed of myself. I felt really torn. It's that I don't. I guess other women can have, you know, multiple guys in their life, be dating multiple guys. That's just not something I've ever really done well or experienced. I'm pretty loyal. I'm a pretty loyal person when I love someone, and that's just the way I was taught. Um, and I've been pretty submissive. I've been pretty sit down and be quiet. I'm not the boss. I'm not the main character. The guy was. I'm just the accessory. That's what I was pretty much taught. So, no, that's not working for my life, right? It's not working in my life to sit down and be quiet. It's not working in my life that I'm an accessory. This is my life, and I'm the main character. I'm the prize. I'm the boss. And that's been really, really hard, right? So when he asked me, why aren't you dating? Well, because dumb doo-doo, I want to date you. I want you to want to date me. See, I was raised as a submissive woman. Guys pursue women, and if a guy likes you, he'll ask you out. That's how I was raised. Well, my twin flame doesn't date me. He doesn't ask me out. But then there was another thing, and it's kind of hard talking about this, but there was another reason why. It was definitely, the number one reason was because I wanted him to date me. I wanted him to love me. I wanted him to give me my happily ever after, and I wanted him to be my person, and as my twin flame. But another reason that my secondary reason for not dating is because I don't know, I'm not a really public person. I don't really have a social life anymore. I feel everybody's energy. It's kind of overstimulating, overwhelming to be out with a bunch of people. And then it was also definitely because of my weight, and I have lower back pain. So sometimes I have a hard time like getting up and down, standing still, walking. Sometimes my lower back really, really hurts, and it's really hard to walk. That's not really attractive. How am I going to go on a date? You know, I mean, I'm 57 years old. Who wants to date a 57-year-old woman? I mean, I know Cher. That's what I mean. If you're a celebrity, if you have a lot of money, I guess everybody wants to date you. I don't know. But in the physical world that I live in, nobody is knocking on my door wanting to date me. I mean, a couple guys have, but I don't really want to talk about this. I feel like they just want to get me in, they just want to do me. I don't feel like they really want to. So, yeah, your mindset is a big deal in life. Your beliefs is a big deal. If you think that you're not attractive enough or confident enough, you know what I mean? Then it's not going to happen. Because things that come into your life, I mean, really come in, not when you chase them down or you hijack them, but if you let things come into your life, it's only going to come to through your beliefs and through your, like, I don't know how to say it, through your allowing. So if you have a door shut, that's where the energy's it's gonna hit this closed door. And I've been pretty closed with dating. I've had a big time attachment to my twin flame. I guess it's called attachment. I don't even know. I know there's trauma bonds. And I know I've heard of attachments. And so I'm not really trying to date anybody, but I guess I'm going to try to open that up. Because I really don't want to, you know what I mean? I want to do things. I want to go to the movies. I want to go bowling. I want to play video games. I don't know. I want to do romantic things. I want to go, on a trip to New York City and, spend the night in a hotel and go experience things, me and a guy, and I've never done that. just go see New York City for a couple days. I want to go to an Oriole game and a Ravens game, and you know what I mean? My nose is really itching. That's source. Um, my nose itches when when the energy is shifting around me because of my words. So I want romance. I want romance so bad. I want to go to a prom. I never went to my senior prom. I want to feel beautiful and special. I want my hand held in public. I want to be introduced to your friends, not because I'm your wife or because I'll be with you for the rest of eternity. You know what I mean? But just because I want to have that stuff that I've seen on TV. I've never experienced that in my life. Not really. Never really dated. I never really went out with a social butterfly, and I kind of want that. I want that. So if my twin flame doesn't want to do that stuff with me, I guess I'm going to have to just put it out to the universe that I'm available and let that happen. Because you control your future. I also started saying, I instead of the way things look and the way things I've experienced in the past, I'm starting to think and speak what I want, not what I've experienced, not the way things are currently, but what I want. And I really want this channel and my other channel to be, they are monetized, but I need a lot of views. A lot of views to make any money. And I'm going to get those views. And my Twitter. I'm going to monetize my Twitter so where you can get my basic Twitter, but then you can have a special exclusive Twitter for like $5 a month. I'm going to start that. I have a private platform. I have Clapper. I have, Instagram and TikTok, and I do the most amazing readings on the planet. And I believe when you bless me, when you support me financially, when you get a paid reading, when you get on my private platform, that you financially support me, that you will be blessed beyond, because that's what the universe wants. The universe wants me to be blessed, to have money, to be supported, to be seen, to be happy, to have the desires of my heart. So when you contribute to me, you're contributing to, the desires of my heart, and you're in alignment with Source. And when you're in alignment with Source, honey, you're in alignment with your desires as well. When you help somebody else's desires, you're opening the door for the desires of your heart as well. Financially, emotionally, mentally, physically. So I love you. Thanks for, this is a little bit longer than normal. I usually just do a 10-minute video, but so, everything that my twin flame is, it's kind of broken my heart. I've been really depressed and sad because I kind of had my heart set on my twin flame. So I'm not letting go of my twin flame. I'm just allowing myself to have romance in my life and to go out and do things. So a new door is opening in my life, and I'm opening it. It's very empowering. So I love you. My favorite guys on the planet, my favorite people on the planet. Most of my followers are guys. I do have a whole core of women on my TikTok that I freaking adore. So peace out. I love you. My new top, my jeans. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say except I could probably get into more about my twin flame. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say about him. I'm not mad at him. I, I, I know that he's divinely guided to my highest good, or he wouldn't be my twin flame. Because twin flames need each other to heal. I need him to be my best self, and he needs me to be his best self. It's equal. It is a mutual divine connection, and the purpose of it is for each twin flame, me and him, to heal our trauma, our darkness, and elevate to the highest version of ourselves. And he needs me in order to do that, and I need him in order to do that. That's a twin flame relationship. So, it's a lot of processing. It's a lot of, it's not going to look like any relationship you've ever had, any soulmate relationship, it's a total divine energy exchange, connection, total divine purpose. So, everybody wants to put things in a box because that's what makes us feel, I guess, in control. But we're not in control. There's things we're in control of, which is allowing us to be the best version of ourselves, which is allowing us to get the desires of our hearts. That's what the universe wants to do for us, each one of us, everyone, to give us the desires of our heart. But it's up to us to open doors. I can't talk so good. It's up to us to allow it. So, I guess I'm single and available. I love you.